Hi. I'm at our cabin in the mountains, and it's kind of awesome that I get to do a Facebook Live because the reception here isn't always that great. So, first, let me say if you're catching this from the beginning, I may not be able to see who's paying attention here because it may be lagging on my end, which has been my experience. So, let me just start with saying hi, and I hope everyone is doing really well. I know that we're all riding a crazy wave and that stress waves kind of come over each of us at different times. And so I've decided that something I can give is my knowledge, and I can share my profession from a distance in a really unique way, and that is massage therapy. So for this video, and I'm going to do some other ones, I'm actually going to work with my husband and show some technique for people to use with each other. But for this video, I wanted to address just setting the foundation for touch in your family and with your friends. So I want to talk about the communication aspect, which is really integral and it is key. I've practiced massage now for 36 years, and during that time, I did 10 years of classes for couples workshops, couples that came as partners, and then also for singles to come. I've also worked with kids. I've had groups of kids come together. My intention with the kids, was to provide them a safe environment and a conversation regarding the safety and touch, and when it is okay and when it's not okay, and that was very, very rewarding to do. So I've been able to share touch in many different ways other than just hands-on touch. I really am an advocate of trying to motivate people to touch more in their family, because family touch is free for one, and it's intimate. It's a wonderful way to spend time with each other. It is an amazing thing to do for stress management, and with some skill and communication of touch. Hey Morgan, hi, nice to see you. I'm actually seeing somebody in attendance, which even if we're lagging, I just want to acknowledge you're here. That's cool. So back to the communication. What are the excuses that I hear? I will say, well, do you work with your family? Does anybody give you massage? And they'll say, oh no, they don't want to, or they say their hands get tired, or we don't have time, or one of us likes to do massage and the other one doesn't. But what I find is a lot of people just haven't even ventured there, other than like a basic back rub, before bed or something, when you can do so much more with it. So let's look at creating a foundation and some ground rules, basically. It's easy to think, oh, honey, will you give me a massage? Or if somebody asks for a massage, you're in it for, 30 minutes or whatever. Also with that, sometimes people are like, if I have to, it's a have to. If I have to do this for you, I will. Just sit down, whatever. Let's create a want to and a time frame. So starting with 10 minutes. Okay, that's the first rule. 10 minutes minimum. 5 minutes if that works out better for you. That way you know that when it's your turn, you're obligated to whatever the time is you choose. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe 20. If you choose 5 and the giver wants to do more, then right on. Maybe you're going to be in it for 20 or 30 minutes, but it's up to the person who is giving to choose to do more, or the person who's receiving is the one who gets to decide when and where, agreed upon when and where. For some people, sitting in front of the couch with the person sitting on the couch behind them while watching TV for 5 minutes shoulder rub is perfect. For someone else, they don't want to have the TV on. Maybe they want to have some quiet music on and maybe lay down on the floor in a comfortable position for 5 or 10 minutes. So the key there is that the person receiving gets to choose where and when. They can suggest that, I think I'd rather do it after dinner at 7 o'clock. We're all home now, so maybe I'd rather do it at 12 o'clock. So basically you set an appointment with each other, and you're obligated to stick to that appointment. And then you've chosen where you're going to do it. And then the person receiving wants to, hey, I have 10 minutes of their time and their effort, so what would I like them to do? Maybe, I really need a scalp massage or a foot massage, or my legs are bugging me, or, I need to have some work in my arms. Have that thought out, so that you can say, this is what I would like you to do, so you don't have them jumping around. Now, the other key thing, and very important with communication, is that the person giving is giving the massage that the person receiving needs. And so as a giver, you want to be listening to what the needs are. You're not just doing it and so they should lay there and take whatever you give them. You are doing it with the intention of helping this person manage some of their stress and relax and get rid of tension. So, as you're massaging somebody, you want to check in. How does that feel? Can you use more pressure? Can you use less pressure? Am I on the spot? And be open to constructive criticism. As the massagee, you want to be able to say, you know what, I think it better up higher here. Maybe you could put some more pressure. Well, if your thumb's not working, how about using your elbow? It takes a little while and a little bit of giving and receiving between people to actually start knowing each other's bodies, for one. So it's really important to have a very open conversation. So let me walk you through something really quickly. Let's say that you need massage, right? Okay, you would like to receive a massage. You're locked at home, you can't. Who's with you? If nobody's with you, I'm going to cover self-massage, but who's with you that can do it? Well, rather than just saying, honey, will you massage my shoulders, and then taking whatever you get, you want to say, hey, I really feel like I could use some body work, and I was wondering if you'd be interested in doing that, and what time would work best for you? Because I was thinking maybe after dinner, or I was thinking, in 5 minutes. Does that work for you? Communicate what the time frame, and say, I don't expect you to do it for a long time. How about 10 minutes? And then I'll do 10 minutes on you. So you're setting a back and forth, and you're creating your agreement. And then you can reference this video. You can even show it to them again and say, you know what, I think this is good. I think that we should have a foundation and structure a time and an exchange for massage without hidden expectations or resentments. Some people resent. Now let me just interject here. In my experience, I would have 25 couples in a room working on the ground together. And I kid you not, I had people cry. I would go over to the couple to work with some technique, and somebody would be crying. And I'd say, what's happening here? And I had one lady say, he just doesn't know what he's doing. He just, he's hurting me. And he was frustrated because he's trying his best. Well, as it turns out, he was an engineer. He's very much in his head. He was very mechanical. He wasn't very intuitive, and he was hurting her. And, I could tell in that little brief moment that their touch communication was really not good, and that they needed some work in that area. And so I gave them some techniques and skills, but I also had to let him know, be open to hearing what she needs. And, he's just practicing here. He's just learning, so you need to be a little gentle on the learning curve. So That's important when you address the person that you're going to work with. Now, this isn't just for couples. You can establish a working massage relationship with a friend, a coworker. You know, when you got that tension from hanging over a computer too long, you absolutely can enroll your kids in touch, and I encourage that from a young age. It's a wonderful way to also have the conversation of, you know, the no-no areas on the body and who can touch you and who can't touch you, and you know, and this is how a healthy touch feels and looks, and that is really, really a wonderful place for kids to learn. And I'll tell you what, as a massage therapist, I and expectations, because it's going to take some practice to it's going to take some practice for you to fine tune your skills together. But that's the key, right? Practice, practice, practice. The more that you share your touch time, the 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 more valuable it becomes, and also the more that you'll want to do it. So there you go. That's my intro for communication with touch. And if Russell's up for it, possibly later we will do a little demo with him on the table, and I'll do some work with his neck and shoulders so I can show technique. But if you have any questions, please take some time and make comments in the area below, because I haven't been able to see the feed, and I will definitely respond.